The Library of Virginia recently acquired this Tuesday, August 6, 1861 issue of the New York Herald. It's 8 pages long, a special issue, and contains 37 detailed maps and diagrams showing rebel forces throughout the state of Virginia. The Library of Virginia was offered this piece as a possible gift donation. We acquired it based on the fact that it had a Virginia subject matter. Once it arrived, it was cataloged and reviewed, and we decided that it would make an excellent addition to our upcoming Civil War exhibit on Union or Secession. We also determined that it would need conservation work before it could be safely exhibited. Our in-house conservation lab is staffed by an outside contractor, the HF Group, Etherington Conservation Services. Our senior conservator, Leslie Courtois, will perform the conservation work.
Two main things cause the deterioration of paper documents: environmental conditions, including the way documents have been handled and stored, and problems inherent in the paper itself, what conservators call inherent vice. Environmental factors such as humidity levels, light, heat, insect exposure, and human touch can all contribute to damage. Inherent problems, those present when the paper was manufactured, can either arise from the raw materials or the process that was used to make the paper. Newspapers had to be cheaply made and mass-produced, so the paper used in them was of a poor quality. Towards the end of the 19th century, newspapers were made of wood pulp. This material was inherently acidic because of the lignin present in wood fiber. The material was then made more unstable through processing with acidic chemicals to break down the fibers into a soft pulp that could be pressed into thin sheets. Over time, the acid in the paper breaks down the structure of the wood fiber and causes it to become brittle and discolored.
This newspaper was made during a transition period during which many newspapers were made using cotton rag paper, so it's not acidic and it's in fairly good condition.
That's right, but it still has suffered from some improper storage and handling conditions, so let's take a look at the specific problems. As we can see under magnification, there's some minor water stains on the paper, and what happens when water touches paper, it moves the discoloration to form a stain with dark edges, and this is not only unsightly, but it severely weakens the paper in that area. The treatment I propose is to first dry clean the paper to remove any surface dirt, and then the paper will be washed to remove any water stains and the overall degradation product that is discoloring the paper. It'll be dry between cotton blotters, and then any tears and losses will be repaired.
To dry clean the fragile paper, a vulcanized rubber sponge is carefully drawn across the paper to pull off surface dirt without abrading the paper or printed text. The paper is washed in a solution of distilled water and calcium carbonate, an alkaline solution which helps release acid from the paper and neutralize it. The washing process also helps to rehydrate the cellulose fiber in the paper, restoring some of its strength and flexibility. We can now see the discoloration starting to release out into the wash solution. Once this process is completed, the paper is carefully removed using thin fabric supports. The paper is dried between blotting paper and put under weight. This process allows the paper to dry slowly so that it will not shrink too quickly, which would cause it to warp and crack. The blotters will be changed several times. Finally, tears are repaired with Japanese tissue and rice starch paste. The tissue is thin, strong, and flexible, but most importantly, acid-free. The paste is water-soluble, making the repairs reversible. Modern conservation practice dictates that all treatments be reversible in case a current treatment fails to properly preserve the item as intended. If this occurs, the treatment must be easily removed and redone.
The washing and the repairs have really improved both the appearance and the strength of the paper.
It looks great. I think it's ready for exhibit.